Are you ready?
Ready.
All right, let's go. Kevin here, top 1 financial advisor and best-selling author. We are here to talk about the stock market. Should you take a loan from your 401k to pay off your mortgage early? My answer might actually shock you. So let's go ahead and break it down. Now, normally I'm scrolling across the interwebs. It's what I do. I pull for content. I answer questions, so on and so forth. So I came across this post, and basically what it says is, should I take a loan from my 401k and pay off my mortgage? I only have $23,000 left. Thoughts. So here are my thoughts. Now, first, remember that when you are taking a loan from a 401k, you're not paying the taxes, you're not paying penalties. It is a loan. Therefore, you need to pay it back, and you're going to pay it back with an interest rate. More on that in a few minutes. But on the surface, it is better to take a loan compared to a withdrawal, because when I take a withdrawal, I'm paying a 10% penalty if I'm under age 59 and a half, and I could be paying taxes on that as well. That's an instant loss of close to 20%. I'm not for that. Okay, that's not what I would do. I don't think that's the best situation. But a loan is better compared to a withdrawal. But that doesn't mean you should do it. And here is why. Yes, it feels great, I am sure, to pay off a mortgage early. But is it worth it? Is it going to make you wealthier? That is a question that I don't think is true. Here's why. Right now, the stock market in 2023 to this point is up anywhere between 12 to 15%. If you're taking that money out of a 401k, you're slowly paying it back over time. But right now, you're not going to have $23,000 growing at 12% so far this year. You're going to take it and pay down a mortgage, which depends on what this person's mortgage rate is. But if you've had it for a while, I'm sure you refinanced in 2020 or 2021 when rates were rock bottom. So if you did that, you're trading a 12 to 15% return so far this year for a 2 or 3% return. I don't know if that really makes sense. I'd rather pay the 3%, pay it off in 2 years, pay it off in 2.5 years, and have that $23,000 continue to grow for me at a much faster rate. Even historically, the stock market grows anywhere between 7 to 10% per year, which is still higher than what your mortgage is, costing you every single year. So again, those trade-offs don't make sense. But here's the thing. Remember that there still is an interest rate on your loan, your 401k loan. And those right now are still around 5 to 6%. And that does go up as the Fed continues to raise interest rates. Why would I take a loan and pay higher to my 401k? Yes, it goes back to me. But why would I pay that versus continuing to pay half that interest rate to pay down a home loan? That's a conversation, right? In two ways, I would be paying more or losing more by withdrawing from that 401k, missing that return and paying a higher interest rate than just flat out paying the mortgage. Now, I understand the feel of it. I'm debt free. I don't have to make a mortgage payment. I don't really owe anybody. That feels great, but are you going to be wealthier for doing so? The other thing that you have to remember is, yes, you can take out the loan. However, there are risks to doing so. In some cases, depending on what employer you have and what the rules are, if you are separated or fired from your employer, that money could come due immediately. Meaning, and we've seen layoffs this year, you lose your job, you leave your job, all of a sudden they're looking for $23,000 that you must pay back. That's going to be an issue, and that's a risk that you run. Because if you had that money in cash already, you could have just paid it in cash as opposed to taking the loan. So that's something that you do want to pay attention to. But for me, the answer is no. I understand why it is a smart move to kind of, ask that question. Definitely a smart move to ask as opposed to doing it, because it just feels great to not have to pay a mortgage. But if it's $23,000, I mean, you're talking 1 or 2 years. If you're paying $1,000 a month, just if we did basic math, you're done in 2 years. If you're paying $2,000 a month, you're done in 1 year, right? So it really depends on what your mortgage is. And obviously, all of this matters depending on what your interest rate is on the home. If it's 3% or lower, even 4% or lower, I'm not going to rush to pull out a 401k loan. So that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Talk to you later.